In this thing with my soldiers, I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League.
Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Akers again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down at Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Rams. Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry by Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, third and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The kick by Maher is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Stafford on first down. Now that'll be caught by Cup. Able to avoid him at the 40.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Another completion for Cup. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So we have reached halftime here, and a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Gay now set to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
After 4 years each in Jacksonville and Chicago, Allen Robinson made a big jump by joining the reigning champs. Hoping to shake off career lows from last season, get back to being a catch machine. Here's a catch for him there and a first down pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Prescott to throw it.
Open man is Noah Brown.
And they work this out past the 25. Prescott on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Inside give to Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Past the 20.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down and 4, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Now Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but a clock will run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble. Touchdown by the Cowboys. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the band, young Cruz a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare.
Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 27 yards for Devin Singletary. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great. And then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. And it ends up poorly.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. On 1st down, Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Singletary again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Allen on third. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose we'll go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Only needing 2 yards on second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
He'll get it inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Buffalo offense back out and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
To Evans on the slant. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Brady's going to look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
First down, Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
We talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense. Those are the guys everyone comes to see play each and every week. And that call was pretty easy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had on.
2nd down and goal. Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's trying to come back for Succop. It's not going to get there. No good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. A beautiful fake. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And they'll accept that penalty.
To the air, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Singletary here running out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They run here with Singletary.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And now here is another interception. The big fella. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 47 yards. And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On play action, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
One thing, the team that had the ball and was driving.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10?
Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Brady's throw complete to Otten. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Brady now on 1st down.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 35 yards.
And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7. 1:51 on the clock. That's taken in by Knox. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they...
There he goes, right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal. As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis Just picks it. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what